Reaches for the heavens. Clambered up there in the gates. Quickly composed. The red light is on. Line complete. Treasured Crown being held by an attendant. They stand. They're set. And they're racing as well. From the inside, Talladega is actually the first of them away, and out very quickly is Kelvin, going up searching to try and cross over as they go by the 1600. Divide the Sea just behind them with Criminal Code. Bogart pulls his way up near the rail. Around them goes Fura in the early part, and further back in the field then a couple of the stable mates there together, including Midnight Blue and Treasured Crown as well. Kelvin pressed on. He's taken up that role of pacemaker. Over to the back straight they go, and Kelvin leads the way at the 1300 by a length. Fura followed him forward to be second. The stablemate down on the inside, Talladega. A length away, Divide the Seas got into a lovely trail fourth, and back on the fence to Bogart. 3/4 of a length away then as they head out towards the 1,000 metres. Criminal Code being followed back on the fence to Midnight Blue, and the tail ender Treasured Crown with the pale blue cap. At the 950, it's Kelvin making play here in the Robert Stakes. Out 3/4 of a length on Fura. On the rails then, Talladega third, getting a sweet trip. 3/4 Divide the Sea also well placed. Bogart is next down on the inside of Criminal Code. They've gone along at a good even tempo as they approach the 600. And the last couple, Midnight Blue, and still towards the tail is Treasured Crown. Kelvin will bring them for home with 500 left to go. It's Kelvin a length and a half. He puts the foot down on the accelerator now. Draws clear from Fura. Talladega's coasting in behind them though. Just needs an out. Gets the opening two at the top of the straight. The gate opened and Talladega loomed alongside of Kelvin, quickly going half pace. Then 2 or 3 lengths behind them, Divide the Sea, Bogart, but now Talladega accelerates, and he quickly put his foot on the accelerator and dashes away on Talladega. It's Talladega shooting 3 in front from Bogart all over the Robert Stakes. Talladega coasts in from Bogart, and down the outside running third, Midnight Blue from Criminal Code. Kelvin gave it up after getting headed from Divide the Sea, then Fura, and the last of them home is Treasured Crown. Never in doubt for Talladega. He's ultra smart. Winning treble today for Chris Parnham, but it's 4 straight for Talladega. Beautifully bred Sebring 3-year-old out of the former Starmare Impressive Journey that hailed out of the McAuliffe Yard. And it was just a matter of Parnham coming off the heels of the pacemaker, and it was all over, she wrote, after that. Never in doubt, coasting in and on his way to bigger and better things. Has won easily from Bogart, Midnight Blue. The stablemates have run the minors. Criminal Code in 4th place. Talladega, owned by Kevin Berry's Impressive Racing. Also Kim Shepherd's Shepherd Group. J.D. McIntosh, E. Cross, Adam McGrath, A. Ritchie, Grant McCleary, C. Dallin, Ms. N. Newman, Mrs. M. Milne and the Tenfold Racing Group, along with C. Perkins. By Sebring from Impressive Journey, a 3-year-old gelding who's made it 4 for 4. He has certainly got a splash of class. Second home, Bogart by Redute's Choice from Avanti for Bob and Sandra Peters, Grant and Alana Williams, Joey Azapati, and Midnight Blue by So You Think from Midnight Special for Peters Investments, Clint Johnston, Porter the rider for Grant and Alana Williams. Margins were 2 1/4, but on the bridle. Did it easily. 3/4 second and third. The time is good. 1:49.67. 1:49.67. They've cracked the 150. They don't often do that here, the 3-year-olds. And 35.30 the back end 600. 3:68 and 9 are the official numbers thereafter the running of the Schweppes Roberts Stakes. Talladega has swept a victory. Race 8, the Natasha Stakes at listed level over the 2200 here at 5:20, and Lucy Warwick will ride 11 in Samantha's Twitch. Connections must be getting wildly excited about the future for Talladega as the classic beckons. Let's go down and catch up with our man, Scotty Embry in the yard, and the big fellows rolled in as well there with him, D. McAuliffe.
I do. I have him with me now, Darren. 3, 6, 8 and 9 after the Robert Stakes. Darren McAuliffe joins me for a bit of a word. Darren, did you think that you'd be able to get to these heights so quickly? It's only just over a month since his debut run.
Well, it was always programmed to sort of culminate here. But, you know, when they're babies and they're as immature as he is, you know, he's got all the ability in the world. But we just sort of nursed him here and he's just done it on raw ability. It's sort of scary the way he idled up there, and wasn't unexpected, but yeah, he's a nice horse.
He's a very, very nice horse. And speaking of extremely nice horses, impressive journey. We come here on a Natasha Stakes day. She won a Natasha Stakes. How proud are you of what she's been able to produce?
Yeah, she's had, as I've said before, she's had no luck at stud. We've had a little bit of a hard time with her, and things haven't gone right. But you know, when they leave one like this, yeah, world's his oyster. I think he'd be a really nice railway horse and fruit and veg horse in 18 months. Probably not next year, but might all be a little bit soon for him. So we'll look after him, and yeah, it's a good problem to have, I guess.
I know your approach to 3-year-olds, especially when you think they have a world of ability. Am I right in saying that this will probably be the last time we see him this campaign?
Yeah, he'll go for a break now.
Congratulations, D-Mac. Well done. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
There's Darren McAuliffe with Talladega, who takes out the JC Roberts Stakes for Chris Parnham, pays $1.80, should I say, on the tote. It was over a long way from home when he was able to get off heels rounding the home corner. He was off and gone. The official margin, 2 1/4 lengths, 3/4 back to third. Bob Peters pairing runs second and third. Number 6, Bogart, and number 8, Midnight Blue, who will both likely continue up in trip as they head towards the WATC Derby in less than a month's time. But we've heard now from Darren McAuliffe that Talladega won't be going there. We'll grab Chris Parnham for a bit of a word. Chris, going into the race, was the plan to try and lead, or were you always planning to take a sit?
Yeah, as soon as I come down here, Darren told me to take a sit, so yeah, only sort of found that out when I got to the mounting yard, but he was happy to do that. He got it a little bit fired up for the first 200 metres, but he switched off after that. He got fired out to lead the other day, so that may have been the reason for him over racing early, but yeah, he won very impressively.
He's only having his 4th start. We can clearly see he's got a motor. What's he like in maturity?
Yeah, he's still probably a little way to fully maturing yet, but yeah, it's probably the best part about him. He's still pretty untapped. Lonsdale
Lady in the next race. Can you make it a race-to-race feature double?
Oh, I'd like to think so. She's a filly in form, and she's going to give him something to catch.
Congratulations, Chris, and good luck in the next.
Thank you.
There's Chris Parnham with the win of Talladega. 3, 6, 8 and 9 here at Ascot after the JC Roberts Stakes. Our Sky Thoroughbred Central audience are back now with Anthony Manton.